Do you want more? More time, more balance, more love, more sex, more money, more real, and less bullshit? This is the Women Wanting More podcast with Dr. Karen Osborne. Real life, real stories, plus real tips to get you more of what you want.
So, sister, I did a podcast episode a while back, and I'll link it up in the show notes to this one, on what is the cost of your inaction, right? And so we often think as like, well, if I'm doing this thing that I want to do, whatever it is, whether it's something in your marriage, something in your business, something with your body and your health, or something with your family and your children, you might think of, well, what is it costing me financially? What is it costing me with my time, right? What is it costing me time away from work, therefore loss of income? Like, we take a look at what that cost is to take action. And I guess that's normal and natural, but what I actually suggested in that episode is, what are the costs of your inaction? In other words, the more time that you delay doing something, how much money are you losing? The more that you numb about your marriage, how much more is this going to cost you later in divorce if you don't fucking take action? If you don't do something now with your children, what is that cost going to be later to that relationship that will be hard to repair and maybe irreparable? What is the cost of your inaction? So here's what I want you to consider right now, and this will be something we'll talk about in today's episode, is how is your inaction affecting others? So check it. I was inspired to talk into this from Trolls. I've referenced Trolls so many times in episodes because it's a big movie right now in our family still, and the music, which is incredible, that I should be getting royalties for this shit, but I am not. However, one of the songs, there's just this one little piece that this one little troll, and I don't know what his name is. If you've seen the movie Trolls, it's that little, like, smaller one that goes, oh my God, it's that guy. It's that guy. So, and he has this one part in the song where he says, your confidence gives me strength. And it made me think of that. Inspiration is everywhere, sister. If you open up your eyes, you're able to see stuff and see lessons in everything throughout your day. So here's what I heard from this. I thought, man, your confidence gives me strength. You know, when you really show up as you, when you do big things, right? When you take a jump, you take a leap, and that big, by the way, is subjective. It's however that you actually see that, but it can actually even just be simply you do what you said you were going to do. Do you know how fucking rare that is, sister? It's so rare. Let me answer that for you. Incredibly rare. Motherfucking rare. It does not happen often. So when you actually show up that way, when you expose something about yourself, when you are vulnerable, when you do something courageous, when you reach out to somebody, you are affecting others. Your confidence can give other people strength. No different than a lot of you that have reached out to me and said, oh my God, like, because of the, I mean, I've had a lot of you email me and say, because of your podcast, like, this is the first time I've heard from them. Didn't coach with them, didn't connect with them online outside of this one email they sent. I said, hey, been listening to your podcast for like 6, 7, 8 months. Because of that, I've quit my job. I found something better. I'm totally happy. My husband and I have our date nights. I'm like, holy shit, you did all that from the podcast? That's amazing, right? Me, basically, from 5 years ago, saying, I think I have this message inside of me, something, and I didn't even know what it was. And I've often shared that, and maybe another episode I'll kind of go more detail into that, or maybe you've heard some of it from my webinars, or those that coach with me or in the sisterhood. But it's been 5 years to get to here, sister. Like, it's been a while really, like, figuring this out. And so if any point in this journey that I could have said, and still do at times, like, oh, you know what, this shit's too hard. Fuck it. I don't want to deal with all the haters and stuff anymore. Like, screw them. I'm just living my life, and I'm just going to put my head down and do what I do, and therefore I don't have to deal with this stuff. It's just too hard. Because it is, sister. It is. This is not easy to put out a podcast 3 times a week. It's not easy to try to figure out a message, and it's like, how can I really connect with you? How can I reach you? Right? Things that work and then don't work. And, you know, it's a lot. It's business. It's life, really, right? It's life, sister. It's life. Again, another Troll song, which is, if you knock, I was something like I want to sing it. If you knock me over, knock me over, I will get back up again. This will probably be the first and last time I ever sing on an episode. Yeah, I fucking got up every single time. Every single fucking time. Because I clearly knew that there was something here. I knew what my why was, that there was some way that I was supposed to reach and lead women to find their power. I just didn't know what the fuck it was. And if I didn't have the confidence, and yeah, I'm going to pat myself on the back right now, the fucking confidence, the balls, the determination, the grit to continue along this path, then there are a lot of you that wouldn't have been affected. So I want you to see this in the same way, sister. What is the cost of your inaction on others in your life? And here's the coolest part. So many of you will do more for others than other people. So this may be the episode where you go, shit, I never thought of it that way. Okay, how is the cost of my inaction affecting others? Let's take a look at this. Let's give you some context. Let's say if you have a result you want, which is to lose X number of pounds. Okay, and why that's important to you is because you're 50 pounds overweight and you're having health problems right now, and are you concerned of what will happen and how you'll be able to show up as a wife, the confidence you're going to feel in your body within your marriage, and how that affects you and your husband intimately and how you connect on other levels. It affects your energy, and therefore, it's not allowing you to produce the same way at work. You just feel shitty about yourself. So think of that. Now you just might go, well, it's just me. I'll just, stain these extra 50 pounds. The fat suit that is not me, but I'm just going to keep wearing this, even though, it's not who I know I'm supposed to be. I know that I can be different, or I've been different, and I want that. And you might think that it's only affecting you, that it affects your confidence and how you feel about your body and your self-image. But no, it's not. Because the way that you show up in that space, low confidence, low self-esteem, don't feel good about your body, beat yourself up about your body, guess what little set of eyes, if you're a mother, are seeing and watching it? Guess how that now affects your husband, who's probably looking at you, by the way, and going, man, my wife is so fucking beautiful. I am so lucky. Why can't she see it? I wish she could see what I see. Which is also maybe affecting others that work with you, saying, man, if only she could step up. I see her. She's this powerful woman. She can lead this team of people at work, and she's not doing it because she thinks that she has to play small. It's 3 examples of how your inaction, get your ass to the gym, stop putting shit in your body, lose the weight that you want to. Again, we're giving this example if that is a result that you wanted, how it's now affecting your children, others, how it's now affecting your husband, your marriage, and how it's now affecting the people that you work with. What is the cost of your inaction on others? It's crazy, right? We think sometimes that we're just like blinders on, moving around in our world. And we might say, yes, I have a marriage and I have children. I'm part of a family, part of a relationship. I'm part of a tribe or a community at work, or a tribe or community at my gym or with my group of friends. But I think sometimes we really don't understand the impact that we have on others. You don't have to have a podcast to do that. Listen, if you just simply impact how you feel about yourself, sister, like your way of being shifts and you show up differently in your marriage, and you now model that way of marriage and relationship to your children, do you know how big that is? Do you know how big that is for children to grow up thinking that, hey, marriage can be this wonderful thing, and yes, marriage is about fighting, and yes, marriage is about hugs and kisses, and yes, marriage is difficult, and yes, marriage is this beautiful thing? You get to model that? What an incredible gift to give to your children, sister. Marinate on that one for a while. Because I know a lot of you hold back because you go, oh, it's not big enough. I got to find the big thing, the home run. No, just consistently do things every single day that move you towards the results you want. Got to clear on what you want. You have to know why that matters, the deep why that moves you, that emotes you, that gets your ass up out of bed to get to the gym. And you simply commit to doing the things that you need to do to make that. And if you don't act on this, what is it costing other people? What is it costing other people? So here's your more tip for today. I want you to write this out right now. Open up your journal, 1 page. What is one area of your life, number one, that you have not been acting on? Is it with your marriage? Is it with your business, your body, your family? Or it's just like it's the thing that you have I really want to do this thing and you haven't been acting on it. What is it? Okay, so write that down. And the second part of this is, what is the cost of this inaction? Okay, this particular thing that you've not been acting on, you haven't pulled the trigger on, you think it's ready, aim, fire, but all you have to do is fucking fire, sister. Just go. Go. Jump. I know it's dark. I know you don't know where the fuck you're going. Just fucking do it. How is that now costing others in your life? And write that down. And write that down. And listen, I know that you feel all alone in this journey, sister. I sang that tune for a long time of nobody gets me. There's no woman like me. I feel so different from other women. And that's exactly why I created the sisterhood. So I'm not going to say anything more. I've been talking about the sisterhood for a long period of time. But if you do not want to have to do this alone, and by the way, sister, you do not have to. There's power in being part of a group of women like you committed to change in all areas of their life. Then I want you to get over to drkarenosburn.com/sisterhood. Okay, drkarenosburn.com/sisterhood. You're going to enter in your email, watch a quick video of me, enter in your email, enter, go to the next page. It's going to give you all the information. Who this is for, who it's not, all the benefits, what to expect, and a chance to be able to join the sisterhood for free for the next 7 days. So that's over at drkarenosburn.com/sisterhood. So I will talk to the next episode, sister. A life of more is just one step away, I promise you, from doing the fucking work every single day. I love and appreciate you.
To get the show notes of each Women Wanting More episode, including the How to Get More tip, subscribe to the newsletter at drkarenosburn.com/newsletter.